rocks, dirt, trees, cotton, animals, and so on. As humans on Earth, we literally change environments to live. Environment is not out there. Your life in 2021 is foundationally environmental, whether you live in a 6th-story East Village condo, or in the White House, or on a farm in Wisconsin. So yes, to change environments sustainably, we'll need to preserve rivers, wildlife, and lands. Absolutely. We'll need clean watersheds, and we'll want the bears to stick around. We'll need ecosystems we can all thrive in. We'll have to appreciate, generally, how we co-inhabit environments and how everything that's not human responds. And yet, good luck trying to stop climate change if you think about it as trying to save, protect, or rescue the non-human environment. Rather, how can we change environments 1,000 times better to sustain the health and well-being of people and environments? We need a great changes, not a save the planet environmentalism. And a great changes environmentalism starts with 2 key premises. Great changes environmentalism, key premise number 1. We have to change environments dramatically better to create and use our stuff. Consider how a Prius, for example, as an established Save the Planet symbol since the 1990s, changes environments. Who cares, in other words, how it saves the environment or doesn't emit CO2? How does a Prius actively contribute to the spewing of greenhouse gases and other pollutants over its 10 to 20-year life? Think mining the ore, for example, and growing the cotton, forging the steel, changing the brake fluid, shipping everything, and junking the battery. Your Prius, or Tesla, if you own one, facilitates an awful lot of greenhouse gas spewing as you and other people make, ship, market, sell, buy, drive, park, maintain, repair, resell, and finally, junk the car. When you ask how your Prius does pollute, instead of how it doesn't, it can look far less climate-friendly and a lot closer to your neighbor Tim's Escalade than its Save the Planet reputation suggests. Your Prius, like any car, changes environments wretchedly badly. It contributes a lot more than it doesn't to the wildly high-polluting industrial practices that devastate our atmosphere, bodies, forests, rivers, oceans, wetlands, wildlife, and more. To create and use our stuff to not do that, we're going to have to massively clean up our ultra-toxic industrial practices. So a Prius? Really? It'll save the planet? As an environmentalist strategy, it mostly just sidesteps the problem. Great changes environmentalism, key premise number 2. We have to change environments dramatically better to create and use our wealth. How does your high-mileage hybrid contribute to the spewing of greenhouse gases and other toxics for 10 to 20 years as it makes money go round? And why do you almost never hear a Prius driver ask this question? American environmentalists tend to define environment as a world outside of economy, and even to define and worship the environment as an antidote to all our 21st century profit-mongering. And yet, what is an economy? It's basically how, as a society, we change environments to create stuff and wealth to provide people's needs and wants, and how we distribute the benefits, the stuff and wealth, and the pollution and other costs. Our economy is foundationally environmental, and yes, it's inherently destructive. When you exchange $31K for a Prius, you fuel a U.S. and global economy in which we change environments to maximize profits, most directly at least, and so often at the cost of the health and well-being of people and environments. The economy, in other words, can be frustratingly hardwired to pollute. How do you facilitate CO2 emissions as you earn the $31K? How does the CEO of Toyota spend his share of the profits, and how does he invest it? How much of the money that your Prius generates do the CFO, car dealers, and car wash owners invest in Exxon, BP, and Chevron?